Right, afternoon people. Number 18. And we're tickety-booing along. Saturday afternoon. Electrician's coming tomorrow. So, that's it all the way up now. That's the 900, 3 foot. Gone up just over. Gives me just about enough room to stand in there. Plenty of room for the wifey. A few adjustments on the way. Like I keep saying, you've got to adjust as you go, you find things out. When I got my mattress, how exciting was that? That's a Caravan double. It is 138 wide, not quite 1400. I've got 1400. I did want two singles. I was thinking 700 each. That meant they could go through this doorway and load them in. Problem is, they're not 700. The good quality ones are 750 wide, 750 mil. So I've only got 1400 width in this camper, from boards to boards. So a Caravan double is 138, slightly under 1400, which is just under 5 feet for the Americans. I do know one thing, under the base, the bed base, I've got 100 gas struts each side, and there's no way that's going to lift that and hold that. Not strong enough at all. I'm a bit worried about the weight of the tent pulling the top down, so I might have to upgrade these gas struts to 300s, 350s, and put these 200s down under the bed instead of 100s. Maybe that will do the trick. Maybe. Only trial and error will tell me. I did started the fly screen. Need a little handle to go on there, so I can pull it backwards and forwards. I'll put a board in each side, and I just need a little piece here and up the top to keep that in place. So, and a little handle. That'll sit there when we're travelling, and at night time or when we're out and about cooking tea or whatever, we keep that closed so the room doesn't fill with mozzies before we go to bed. The fly screen, that's pretty easy to make. When I got the smallest porta potty, there it is. It's about 350 millimeters across, just over about 13 inches. Sits in there perfect. Wife will be able to sit on there for a pedal in the middle of the night. Save walking to the ablution block in a caravan park. Mattress is fantastically comfortable. So really happy with that. Now around the front, in the last video I said I might put the wheel on here in case it's dirty. Well, that's got blown out the window this morning because I went and got a gas bottle holder. And if I put it there and leave room for a spare wheel, it collides with my handle for the wind up for the jockey wheel. So that's going to have to go on a bar all the way back. I've got a spare bit of bar from when my mate did the 2 fridge slides, so I shall need that welding on there now. Cutting welding on there, spraying, and then fix this down to put my gas bowl. Which obviously, if it's back to there, it's out the way of the handle for the jockey wheel. Gives me enough room to get in there to connect up and disconnect. So that's going to have to go there. So I need that another bar welding. Got to get my mate back, and then we might put something on the top of the big fridge box for the spare. That wouldn't hurt at all, you know. Couple of little mounting brackets on the corner to tie it down. Wouldn't hurt sitting on there. Still fold the lid over against it, rather than put a dirty one back under the bed. could keep the clean one under the bed, and then if I use it and it gets dirty, then put it on there, the dirty one, and keep the actual clean one under the bed where it was sitting. So that just come about in the last half an hour, that sort of changed, because I want to pick one of these up from the Anaconda, about 35 bucks for the hold the gas bottle, and I can't have it too near the jockey wheel, because there's the wind up handle for the jockey wheel, and you won't turn it, it'll be in the way. So as I say, you learn and things change. Now also, as the electrician's coming, I struggled to find a light for my outside, a 12 volt light to sit on here and shine over the kitchen. Everything, I went to the caravan shop in the end, the caravan toy shop here in Perth, and got an outdoor one there, 12 volt that sits, but of course, guess what, like most caravans, it's bloody white. And you know I don't want the white because I've been spraying the wheels. So that's getting the treatment that the vent it got. It's sitting in the sun. It's only had one. It's getting the same treatment as the tyres and the vent cover. Sorry, not the tyres, the wheels. I did get a talking off my boy. Make sure you spray the backs, Dad. Don't just spray the fronts of the wheels, spray the back. So I'm doing that as well, because I've been told. So that's the second of my wheels. Still got a white one on there at the moment. Did have a lot of progress with the kitchen. Changed the kitchen a fair bit. Did make a silly mistake. Bloody stupid. I made the flip top section on the pull out, and then I went ahead and put this architrave on, and then this lock. And when it come to it, when I did that, opened that, pulled it out, went to flip it up, and of course it wouldn't go, so I cut the top off. Anyway, wife wasn't happy with the timber because worried about the fire, so I changed it all. So I went and bought a decent sheet of checker plate, about 3mm thick. It was reasonably expensive, but managed to do all of that. A wind guard round the back, an upstand, and this plate, instead of the plywood that was warped over the drawer, the checker plate. And I did put a couple of little L brackets on it, onto the cooker, onto the single wok burner. L brackets, drilled a hole for the gas right in there. Nice lead will sit along the floor of the tube and connects up. Probably 2 metre extension. So now that's sitting there, fixed. Got a chopping board come lid. Skillet will sit in there, and maybe there you go, mug and whatever you will all go in there. We're just all trying it out. Might use that as a chopping board, that timber top. Little kettle. And that's how she'll work once the bunker light's gone on. And of course we'll be under the awning. So that's how she'll sit. Pretty happy with the kitchen now. Pull it with this checker plate thick enough to pull on, open and close it. Don't need the handle, gives it a windbreak. Push it all the way back in. Flip the side up, bang. Fridge lock I adjusted on the box. We'll put the fridge in tomorrow because Robbie's coming to put the battery in. We'll put the light on, and I'll be able to put the solar blanket on the battery, leave it out in the sun in the morning, and get a bit of power in the new battery if it doesn't have any. Of course the sockets were in. I'll pull the mattress out in a minute and put it in the house, so we've got plenty of access for Robbie tomorrow. Need to get another piece of that and make it the full, have it sewn up, make it the full width, and then when I put it up it covers all the silver. The go on the potty. Need a couple of bits of timber on this and a little brush bar to catch that frame will sit against in that corner. Nothing will dead. Handle for there, back of the door to do. We're on the move. Pretty happy. It's 4 o'clock, Saturday afternoon. Loving it. Black and tan. A couple of more bits to go in it, then I'll go and get a weigh check done. That's a big stress. Because if it's overweight, I need to put a front brake on it and upgrade the springs a bit, which will be disappointing, but you know, if I have to, I have to. Love it. Ta-ra for now, people. Enjoy your builds.